Hello everyone, welcome to Crystal Eclipse. My name is Jessica. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I want to thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video or choose to watch this video. In this video, we'll be asking the cards about your future spouse and what it is that draws them to you. So what it is about you that just like stands out, what makes you special, what is like the thing that makes them fall in love with you. I have 3 stacks for you all to choose from today. Starting over here, we have this purple flash labradorite. I try to get it at an angle where you could see it. There it is. Purple flash. We have this clear quartz moon, and then lastly we have this aura quartz. So I'm not sure if you can see the aura part of that. So choose whichever stack or stacks call out to you. Remember, you can choose multiple stacks if multiple stacks do call out to you, and take whatever you feel is like a true message for you, and I'll leave the rest for the universe to handle. You can check the description box in the comment section for timestamps to get directly to the stack or stacks that you've chosen. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're starting off here with our first stack and this purple flash labradorite right here. So I've already laid out all of the cards for you so that I don't waste your time laying them all out. But I'll go over them quickly so you know what's here on the table. So starting over here, we have the Hierophant, the 3 of Coins, the Emperor. Down here we have the Devil, the Tower, the Hermit. We have the 7 of Swords with preparation and resourcefulness, the Ace of Pentacles with manifestation and prosperity, the 7 of Cups with choice and ambitions, the Chariot, the 4 of Pentacles, and the World. Now, when I was laying these out, I thought this was a really unique little setup right here with these 3 cards, because we're starting off with the Hierophant and we're ending with the Hierophant. So we have a very, like, almost like a bookend of fixed earth energy. This is like the best one you could hope for when it comes to relationships, because we're seeing somebody who's like in it to win it. There is no wavering. This person is locked in and they're ready to be in that long-term relationship. Here we have those 3 cards that go from the Devil to the Tower to the Hermit. So what I'm seeing here is somebody who went through maybe a difficult time. This more so seems like, because it is a future spouse reading, it seems like maybe a past relationship that just wasn't good for them. But I feel almost like rather than breaking up with this person or ending it with this person, they tried really hard to stick it out, and it just made the situation worse. So it was almost like, you know, day in, day out, it was a struggle. And I feel like there's part of them that didn't want to feel like a failure, part of them that just didn't know how to get out of it, you know, how to remove themselves from that situation. But we see that it's almost like they had to end it so that they could start over fresh. And whatever this was, it led to a moment of isolation. So you might see this person as single or as not like in a committed relationship near the time that you meet, you know, start your relationship. It seems like there's quite a long time where they just weren't like on the market, you know, they just weren't putting themselves out there. That's because they were just, you know, almost like they were getting their mind together, but they also didn't want to invest in a relationship that wasn't going to be that permanent relationship they were hoping for. Now we see you and what draws them to you, and it's because you're somebody who allows them to see that future that they want again. Because I feel like this is a very strong like forever person, and I don't feel like they've had luck in meeting somebody who feels that way too, who's somebody who wants marriage, somebody who wants a permanent partnership. You know, it doesn't feel like they've met anybody like that. But since we have that energy through the Hierophant in the World, we see that you're balancing out that energy, and they're really happy that they can move forward with somebody who's in alignment with them. In the Chariot here, we see that the horses are not like 2 separate horses. We see sort of one that's connected, and they have to move together in sync. And I think they see you as the one person who finally has that energy that they can move forward with without worrying, without that like separation or things that like, you know, won't work out. They can open up to you, because we're not seeing the 4 of Pentacles in the normal like isolation stage that we would see in the Hermit. You know, that same energy. We see somebody who is removing themselves from the Hermit energy and embracing you know, the world, embracing times changing and things improving. They're also like very grateful that you're the type of person that is willing to wait, like you're willing to be patient with them. And they tell you things like they want that permanent relationship, they want marriage, they want a life partner, but the way that they open up, like you're very patient with them, and it allows them to like appreciate you more, to bond with you more, and to be like so happy that they found somebody who is as accepting and like loving as you, because that's just something that they've never come across before. There's nobody that seems like like they valued them the way that you do, you know, the way that you both put importance on the other person. They've never had that before. And the way that they almost like they know they can trust you to be around. With that Ace of Pentacles, with the Four of Pentacles, as well as the Hierophant in the World, we're seeing those very, very stable energies. Somebody who really wants to feel secure and like they're in a relationship that you know isn't going anywhere. I feel like this is a rare person where they really do value the person that they're in a relationship with. They really do value marriage. They really do, like, it's such an important thing in their life because they want a soulmate. They want a life partner. They want somebody they can spend the rest of their life with. And it's such like a true part of them, like something very deep within them. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a rare person. It's somebody who deeply, deeply values this. This isn't just like, you know, let's go get married because it seems like fun. You know, it's not something that's like, oh, everybody else is doing it or that's what's expected of us. It's none of those things. It's actually because this person puts such a high like regard toward marriage. It's something that is so deeply, deeply rooted within them that, like, finding somebody like you who also wants that future, also wants that longevity of a relationship, and regardless, like, whether or not you're looking for marriage, just having that permanent life partner, it's like having somebody like that. They're just so happy to find somebody who matches up with them. And I think the way that you're so like open and honest with them, they feel like they can trust you even more. We see that with the Seven of Shells or the Seven of Cups over there. It's like sometimes you don't know what you're getting when you wish for something, but here they know exactly what they're getting with you. Like, you're so honest toward them, to them. You really say how you're feeling. It's not something that they have to worry about. That might be something from the past that is a part of this devil energy, where they're just like, maybe they were in a relationship where somebody maybe like wasn't always honest with them, or sometimes they felt like somebody was withholding the truth, the importance of something, and they felt like almost betrayed by it. But with you, you're over there just, you know, honesty, you're speaking to them. We see that in the Seven of Feathers as well, as choosing to speak over like fighting, over arguing, over, you know, like having a fit. It's communication instead. And so we're seeing a lot of things that are like more based on who you are and how you sort of complete them. And through all that struggle, it's like they finally found somebody who just matches really well with them. I also think there's a brightness to you, and a brightness more so in the way that you bring a brightness to them. You bring an enthusiasm, a happiness, like this spark of energy. And you might not be like the most exciting person, you might not be a very outgoing person, but for them, the way that they see you, the way that they look at you, you bring energy into their life where they actually want to go out and do things. They want to, like, you know, travel the world, explore. They want to put energy into their life again. And it's just this almost like it's a revival. It's a push toward, you know, this like great future. And you see that too with these cards. You see like preparation, resourcefulness, manifestation, prosperity, choice, and ambitions. Like, all those words are just about moving forward. So you have such a bright, like, positive, just, you know, almost like you illuminate their life, and they really do love that about you, because they don't have a lot of people who can do that. But I think it's because the way you match, like, genuinely, I do want to focus on that for a second. You two seem to match each other unbelievably well. Like, the compatibility there is unbelievable. You really balance each other out. Everything, like your shortcomings, their shortcomings, they're balanced between the two of you. And it's just this, like, I feel like almost like an instant sort of like attraction pull toward each other that allows us to almost like stabilize immediately at meeting, and then just grow from there, you know, further on. And the nice thing is we have the Emperor, we have the Hierophant. We don't have the Empress, but a good thing is in this reading is the Empress itself would normally be earth and fixed energy, and that would play into the energy of Taurus. And we see Taurus in its like highest form within the Hierophant. And we also have that energy within the World. So what we're seeing here is almost like makeshift Empress energy, where we have the Emperor and the Empress coming through. And I think that's a good energy, because this person is coming through as either, you know, the Emperor or the Empress for you, and you're coming through as the Emperor or Empress for them. You're meeting up at the highest level for this relationship, which means it's going to be very successful, very good, because you're seeing each other in like the ultimate ascended form. But that's what I'm seeing here when it comes to what draws them to you, what, you know, attracts them to you, what it is about you that makes them love you. I want to thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video, and I hope you have a wonderful day, week, and year. Bye bye. Starting with our second stack here, we have that clear quartz moon. I've already laid out all the cards that I won't, don't waste your time laying them out in front of you. I'll go over them quickly so you know what's out here. Starting up here, we have that 8 of Cups, the 2 of Coins, the 6 of Coins, the King of Swords, the 10 of Pentacles, the 6 of Pentacles. We have the 9 of Feathers with perspective and self-empowerment, the 3 of Feathers with release and recovery. Both these cards are swords. We have the Hermit with contemplation and wisdom, the 7 of Cups, the Hermit again, and the Lovers. We do have here the 6 of Pentacles coming out twice. So we have the 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Coins. These are the same cards. With this stack, we have a lot of almost like movement within this, a lot of migrating energy. And for me, the first thing that I thought when what draws them to you is you're the only one that cares about them, or you're the only one that cares as deeply as you do. So regardless of if you've met this person, if you're in a relationship, if you haven't met this person yet, this is like either future energy, current energy, past energy. You're the only one that has that like care, like you actually are concerned. You call them up, you contacted them, you remember things that, you know, other people didn't remember. You actually put the time and energy into them, and they didn't have anybody else and don't have anybody else that does that for them, that actually cares as much as you do. Because you seem like, from their energy point of view, right, you seem to have quite a strong energy toward them, and there's a lot of appreciation. That's like, there's so much you know, like joy from their side that just seems to be like this person, you know, almost like if they could say something, if they could describe you to other people, they say this person cares, this person loves me, this person you know, actually wants me in their life, this person is concerned with where I am, what I'm doing, how I'm doing. And it's something that they feel like they should gloat about, that they're so happy with, because there's nobody else that's done that for them. So it has a really lovely energy to that. And with both like the Hermit coming out in both of these cards, sort of like bookending that Lover's energy, I do feel like you've been through quite a bit, both like separate and in the relationship, once the relationship comes along, if you haven't met yet. And not in like a bad way, it's just like feels like you've really done a lot of work to focus on yourselves. It feels like you've worked hard to, you know, be the best version. This might be some like shadow work, some self-reflection, some isolation, just to better yourself, so that when the right person comes along, and you know what to look out for, you know, to be receptive of, you know what to push away, so that you're like clear on who this right person is. And I feel like that's their energy too. So you're meeting somebody here, or at least the person we're seeing is in the right alignment with you, and therefore very appreciative of the fact that you're in the right alignment with them. Like they're not having to go through somebody who's childish, or somebody who likes to, you know, break up and get back together, or, you know, block you for the fun of it. It's none of those things. It's like somebody who actually has that maturity level, you know, as you, somebody who knows what their goals are, their dreams are. And I think both of you probably have sacrificed quite a bit, whether or not you know it. I think both of you have sacrificed quite a bit, and it's all to get to this best like goal, you know, this dream in the future. I think for some reason, because the way that they're coming out with like, this person cares about me, I really do feel like with this stack in particular, this person talks about you all the time to everyone. Like they are just overflow compliments about you, how much they care about you, how at home they feel with you, how they never expected to meet somebody like you, how lucky they are to have you. You know, it just seems like it's never ending. Whoever they're with, they just go on and on discussing you, discussing like the joy that you bring to their life, the you know, just the overall luck that they have in meeting you. It's like they really can't stop. It's just endless compliments for you, because they genuinely like truly do care about you. Like there's so much that you've brought to them that no one else has come close to, and it feels like such a really positive, loving energy that they have toward you. I also think that like they love how you're caring, you're strong, you have a strong energy to them, but there's also a side of you that's very caring. So even though you might have been, you know, like through whatever you've been through, you might have like, you know, your fair share of history it hasn't made you this cold person that isn't, you know, accepting of others or warm towards others. If anything, it's made you more appreciative of those who are in your life that are permanent and like good toward you. And, you know, that way you sort of are able to love those, value those more. So they're just, it's just you and your awareness, your approach, your, I don't like just who you are to them, that they just feel so lucky to have. I also think here there's a part of this that's like they've been really like praying or wishing, you know, trying whatever it is you believe in, like asking the gods for help. You know, they really wanted you to come into their life. They wanted this movement forward. Like, once again, if they're not in your life yet, it's like them praying for you to enter. They want this movement because they've done all this work. They've tried really hard to get things done so that they can you know, move forward toward this goal over here with the Lovers. And they see it, they see you as the answer to their prayers, as having the person that is like, you know, most compatible with them, the one that really seems to be in that like true sort of like higher level divine alignment. There's also something about you, and I'm not sure if it's just the way you look. I'm just like something in general, but it seems to be like your face. There's this way you smile, or it's how you smile toward them, that seems to stand out, because you have a like a pure smile. That's what I'm hearing, like a pure smile, a true smile. And it's something that, you know, you don't get to see often. It's something that really shows the care, the love, the emotion. And it's like they get so happy when they get to see you smile that way. When you smile at them, they just have this like, you know, like almost like they could stare at your smile for, you know, an eternity, because it just feels such a strong calling, such a strong connection to it. So it really is like, I feel like this person's very romantic. And there's a part of me that's like, they don't know how they got romantic, but they almost want to credit you with the romance, because it almost is like they wouldn't be like this for anyone else, only you. They only have this energy toward you, this love, this mindset, this like the emotional attachment. They don't have it toward anyone other than you. And it's something that they feel like almost thankful toward, that you've given them that ability. You've allowed them to be that, you know, just that really like appreciated, loved, valued person. And they don't haven't felt that, you know, with anyone else. And they love the way that you can communicate. They almost like you both can communicate with each other really well, like better than any other relationship. But they found a true soulmate in you, a true connection. And it's just something that they're so happy with. They look at you and they smile, because they're like, this is it. This is the person I've waited, you know, an eternity in their mind, it feels like, for. But it's something that's really lovely, because they feel like they're prayers were answered, like they were finally given what they had hoped for and asked for like, you know, so long. But that's what I'm seeing here with this second stack and that clear quartz. It seems like somebody who has a very strong attachment to their, or connection, I should say, with their emotions. They're very aware of how they feel, who they are, you know, what it is that they'd like to convey. But I do want to thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video, and I hope you have a wonderful day, week, and year. Bye bye. Starting with our third stack, we have that Aura Quartz here. I've already laid out all the cards for you, so you don't have to waste your time watching me lay out all the cards. I'll go over them quickly so you know what's out here on the table. And over here we have our first card, my favorite card, which is the Six of Cups. We have the Five of Coins, the Ten of Cups, the Eight of Wands, the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Swords with logic and justice, the Eight of Wands with energy and results, the Emperor with focus and stability, Two of Pentacles, King of Cups, as well as Judgment. So honestly, this one feels like there's a little more of a story going on here, so I'm going to tell you the story that I'm seeing here within these cards. So first off, it feels like they meet you and you're like instant the one. They feel that soulmate connection, they feel that energy that like only you can give to them, they feel that immediate bond. But I feel like here there was this person in the past that just did not align with them, that was conflicting energy. And we see that because we go from what is like your energy overall, the way that they see you, the way that they see you as like their soulmate, the partner that they've been waiting an eternity for, you know, everything that they've hoped for coming through with you. And the best thing about that Six of Cups is they see you as the person that is right for them at that time, and that nobody else can compare to. Nobody else can come through with. It's like you're the only one, and there's nobody, you know, that will ever come through. There will be nobody that they could sit there and say, oh well, you know, this person or that person. Nothing. Like there is no comparison at all. So it's a very good energy, but we see that there is a transition from Queen of Wands to Queen of Pentacles. I don't feel like the Queen of Wands is you. I feel like this might have been a previous person. And I say that because it's giving this like somebody who was either incompatible with them, or somebody that just seemed like, you know, rather than having a calm conversation, they fought with them, or rather than being able to communicate successfully, there was like some sort of argument or some sort of, you know, conflict that would arise, and they just couldn't, you know, stop it. It seemed like a lot of hectic energy there. But then, like, in comparison, you come through and you have this calmness about you, this control, this like I know, this very lovely energy. And we do see here with the Queen of Pentacles, she'd have that like mini Empress energy. And we have the Emperor over here. So we have somebody who allows this like sort of like higher energy of the King of Feathers, the King of Cups, to level up into that Emperor energy. While you, I feel like you're, you know, regardless of gender, I just feel like you have that Empress energy of somebody who is very calm, open-minded, somebody who listens before they act, somebody who's very aware of the situation, and you'd rather wait to see like all sides of the situation before you make your final judgment. And it's something that I feel like when this relationship is like getting to that marriage level, when it's getting to that stable stage, I feel like you're at your peak when it comes to that, just being very aware of things. I think with the Ten of Cups too, as well as the King of Cups, we're seeing a very nice like, you know, wishes, dreams, hopes coming true. Like they're all possible. They're all things that you can actually hope for and not be sort of like saddened by not coming through. There's no disappointment here because it's just good movement forward. And I think your hopes for the future are in true alignment with theirs. So they're finally able to embrace somebody. So whoever this was in the past, whoever this conflict energy was, it seemed like they almost like let go of things. They almost put things aside, or maybe thought like, oh, never mind, that'll never happen because this person doesn't want it. But here we see that your energy, otherwise completely different, you know, like you're like, nope, I want all the same things as you. We can have that positive future. We could have whatever it is you hope for, marriage, children, whatever might be in your Ten of Cups. I feel like that's what this person wants. Also think that what draws them to you is just your overall way of just like bringing them down to earth in a very good way. And normally when we have that King of Feathers coming through, we have somebody who's, or King of Swords, we have somebody who's a little more in their like almost like cold energy. They have a way of making decisions that feels like no heart was considered with it. But you know, offer them a different outlook, and that's where this King of Cups comes through. You've changed them and made them more embracing of you know, their emotions, their feelings, their mindset, this like being more open to things. And it might have been that they were closed off in the past because of whoever this was. Like maybe this person just didn't care, you know, didn't want to hear what they had to say, or maybe they were the decision maker in the relationship, and this future spouse of yours, this life partner, just you know, got used to it and didn't know what to do. So finally, like leaving that and moving forward, we see that like there's a much better mindset that they have now. I think of a healthier mindset. I think your way of just almost like in a very calm way, you have this way of just like being hopeful, positive, you know, like things might come along, but you think, okay, we'll handle it as it arrives. We'll deal with it in, you know, a mellow way, rather than getting heated or angry or, you know, freaking out about something. It's just more so like staying calm, staying in a nice sort of like go with the flow type of approach to any issues. So it's something that's very different from what they're used to. This energy could also be like, if they don't have an ex that matches that, this energy could also just be their family energy. Like they might be in a family that's like very hectic or very strong minded, the kind that like react to things very quickly. And you know, then you come along and you have this calm, slow approach to things where you balance things out, you get things organized. Like with that Eight of Wands. Like normally with that Eight of Wands, you'd see like chaos. But here you come along, this one might, you know, fuel the fire, but you come along and you have this like approach to it where like, we're going to get everything in proper alignment. And they see that like you have a completely different way of just seeing things. So I think mainly here, what we're seeing is somebody who can really come out of their shell or be like the truest form of themselves because of you, and that, you know, draws them into you. They can be the goofy self, they can be the serious person, they can be the hard worker, they could be the happy-go-lucky, have some fun, you know, they can be true to who they are because you're the one that you know, embraces it. You're the one that helps them express themselves, and through that you sort of like grow closer because you allow them this like, or you help them to see this sort of like new way of living where they can just be true to themselves. Now with you, I do think that with these cards, right, they see a partner in you, like a true partner, with the King of Cups, the Six of Cups, the Ten of Cups. We see somebody who's looking for a partner, so they want somebody that they can really be like together in a relationship with, and they see you as that. They see you as like finally the person that really does line up there with them, and somebody who just brightens them. I think you, like, when they're having a tough day, they get home, they see you, and they're like, you know, that's what I've been hoping for, that's what I need. And it's like a peacefulness, a sort of like a calm that sort of envelops them when you're around each other. They don't get that with anybody else, they just get that with you, where it's just like it's peace, and there's a comfort in just being with you, being near you, spending time with you. And it's just so much like true appreciation, true happiness that like you've given them. It really is. But that's what I'm seeing here with this final stack and that Aura Quartz. I want to thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. I do hope you have a wonderful day, week, and year. You know, always thank you. Bye bye.